Hey guys, it's Tony here from Game Freak Blog, bringing you another video. It's Tuesday the 17th of July, and in case you were wondering, this is the new Mass Effect Earth DLC. If you're not aware that it was coming out today, it is available. It is out now on Xbox Live. I've downloaded it, I've played through a match, so I thought I'd bring you my initial impressions from the map pack as it stands at the moment. Now, if you're not entirely sure what the map pack contains, this is the Earth map pack. It contains 3 new maps, which are Rio, Vancouver and London. It also features 3 new weapons, which are the Piranha Assault Shotgun, the Acolyte Pistol and the Typhoon Light Machine Gun. And also added to the game are 6 new human N7 classes, which are the Destroyer, Paladin, Demolisher, Slayer, Shadow and Fury. So that's exactly what you get on the DLC, and there is something that I didn't actually hear about as well up until me playing through the game with some guys that I jumped on with here. There's a new game mode which I will cover in a second. This is the first map that I played. This is Vancouver. And it's pretty much it's not very big, but it's not very small. It's kind of like a fairly mid-sized map, and it's based around the 2 areas. The area that you see me running up to now, this is a kind of indoor enclosed area which kind of has stairways down to the side. There's a ladder coming up from the lower platform to bring yourself up to this part, and then there's also a lower side of the map as well. It's essentially just like a 2-tiered map. It's very close, it's very kind of in-depth in this certain section, and this is one of the new game modes where you have to escort a VI that's come down into a crashed ship. So if you kind of think of it as like when you have to kind of hack the computer and you have to stay within the circular perimeter to kind of get the hack down really quickly, it's essentially exactly the same here. From what we could make out from playing the game, the AI basically projects a circular beam onto the floor, and the more team members that are inside that beam, the quicker that the VI will get to its target area where it needs to be dropped off at. And it can get pretty intense. This is us playing through on silver, and it's hard enough on silver. We did another one of these escort missions later on this very map. I think it was about wave 9, and when you've got 2 to 3 brutes and 2 banshees coming at you, it can get extremely hairy. But from my initial playthrough of the map pack, this Vancouver one is my favourite at the moment. All of the maps are absolutely brilliant, but this one, it just seemed to... It's a very strange flowing map at first, but as soon as you get used to the choke points and you get used to the routes that you have to take through the game, it kind of opens up a bit, and you can pretty much cover getting from one section of the map to the other really quickly. So that was Vancouver. This, as you can probably tell just from looking at it, is the London map. It's just exactly the same as how it kind of is on the ending level on the single player mode of Mass Effect. Now, the whole map basically centers around this courtyard that you can see here. There's a huge central courtyard with a far off kind of enclosed area, 2 kind of areas branching off to the left and right, and then there's this staircase that I'm kind of sniping miserably on at the moment here. The kind of enemy spawns tend to kind of be either side or the far end of the courtyard, or up on the top bit where you can see me rotating around now. And again, this is another fantastic map. It's really good to play. It flows really well. For all of you snipers out there, you want to be taking the high ground like what I am doing here, because it gives you more or less a complete overview of the entire map. The only way you're going to be caught surprised is if the enemies spawn over to the right hand side on the top of the staircase from where you saw me at the start. If you're looking at the open kind of crack at the top of the staircase down to the courtyard, you've got complete cover of all of the spawn points down on that bottom area. The only way you're going to get surprised is from the right hand side on the balcony, because the enemy do tend to spawn there as well. Again, this was another silver playthrough. We didn't really struggle with it, to be honest, against the Geth on here. We pretty much had it handled. There was only a few times where we kind of like went down, and if the kind of strategy that we found was to keep 2 people down on the lower courtyard and then 2 people up on the balcony, as you can see here. This was the kind of bit when we went down, it just started getting a little bit too messy, and we decided to kind of split the team up so we'd go down. And here we go again. This is another one of the escort missions. You can actually do these escort missions with just a couple of you. There was one of these escort missions that we played where there was only 2 of us escorting the AI, and while the other 2 was holding everything back because we were just getting completely and utterly flooded. But we managed it. We managed it. It was really, really, excuse me, easy to kind of do. And again, the map is very open. There's not that many kind of like hidden bits. There's a few small rooms and enclosures on the ground floor that you can go in and hide, but you do tend to get swamped quite easily down there, especially against the Geth on on silver or higher, because the amount of hunters that are around that are obviously cloaked, it just gets really, really kind of tough. So that was the London map, and this is the final map. This is Rio, which is a kind of, you know, like a military base set in like a water treatment facility. So there's lots of gushing lakes around and everything like this. The gameplay that I'm bringing it isn't kind of the best, because I just wanted to jump on and give you a quick overview of the map. And when I jumped in, I don't know whether the game was actually glitching or whether it was just me and this other guy in there, but because it just seemed like there was 2 of us playing this game. But as I was going through, I was taking aim on certain enemies, and the enemies were like being shot. It was almost like they were being killed by an invisible ally of ours or something like that, which was a little bit strange. And as you can see, it looks beautiful. I purposely panned around on that bit just so you guys could take that level into your eyeballs. It was a feast for the eyes. It's very open plan, and it's very kind of multi-level. There's a central corridor that kind of runs, excuse me, through the entire map, and then there's the kind of, you can see I'm running down the left or the right, whatever way you're going. There's one of these at either side. There's this big central control room here, which then flows down to the kind of back end of the map. So it's longer than it is wide, and it's very kind of multi-story. That's the kind of word that I'm looking for. You can be kind of surprised by people on the lower levels that you're not really looking out for. But again, it's a sniper's paradise. You can essentially stay at one end of the map or occupy the middle ground, and you've got the complete run of both the platforms and the middle ground, like coming down towards. So I think, you know, in team play, if there is a sniper perched at each way with the support of a stronger character or something like a I don't know, a Krogan, just someone who can like back you up, just a real strong character, then you can pretty much dominate the map. It was unfortunate that, as I said, that I didn't really get to play as a full team with this game, but I am going to be jumping back into it and getting some more gameplay going. This is just a heads up of the new Earth DLC, in case you didn't know what it was looking like. It's free. So if you have Mass Effect, you have got absolutely no excuse for downloading it. It's a fun map. It's probably my favourite map pack of the lot that we've received so far, and I cannot wait to start getting to grips with some of the new characters as soon as I've played enough of the game to actually download them. So guys, Tony here from Game Freak Blog, bringing you the Mass Effect Earth DLC. Thank you for tuning in and watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.